Assalamualaikum students, we will discuss the dehydrohallucination and what does this mean. D mean removal, hydro mean hydrogen, and halogenation mean halogen. Mean at the same time, if we are going to remove hydrogen and halogen from an alkyl halide, it will result in the formation of alkene, and its reaction is basically for the preparation of what? Alkene. So this method we will use for the preparation of alkene, and here we will describe it, its mechanism and overall reaction. Let me write overall reaction over here. Overall reaction. For example, we will take simple example over here. Okay. We are going to remove hydrogen and halogen, and these should be removed from the consecutive position, and for this purpose we will use alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Why will we use alcoholic potassium hydroxide? I will tell you in the mechanism, right? And it will result in the formation of this alkene. This will remain intact because here is not any halogen attached, and hydrogen and halogen is getting removed by these carbon atom. It will result in the formation of this alkene. Okay. Now we will carry out the mechanism of this reaction. So as you know that in the case we will take firstly our particular reagent X, right, and here as you can see over here, it is an electrophile, okay, because here not any reagent you can see that is an attacking position, because if it is halogen, and let me take it as bromine for example, it is not in attacking side because here is not carrying the fully negative charge, therefore it will considered as electrophile, electrophilic center, right. We have alcoholic potassium hydroxide, and from this alcoholic potassium hydroxide we will take only the negative part. Now what would happen? Let me draw it clearly, that over here hydrogen, this hydrogen base will attack over this hydrogen. See over the arrow that it is the nucleophile, and I am going to form the arrow from the negative part to this positive part, okay, and then this particularly hydrogen bond it will shift between these two carbon atom. Now as you can see that when these electron will shift over here, this carbon here will form 5 bonds, 2, 3, 4 and 5th one. So in order to stabilize this carbon, it will break the electron density over the bromine like this. Then the main products are CH3, CH doubly bonded CH2 along with the formation of water and along with the formation of bromide ion. And you can see that this bromide over here, it will attach with this positively charged potassium ion over here, okay. It means that in the resultant we have what salt? Potassium bromide salt. So this is the main mechanism. We can do this mechanism in 2 steps, or we can do this mechanism in 1 step. If you are doing it simultaneously, then it is okay. Firstly in the first step, hydroxide of potassium hydroxide will attack over this hydrogen atom, and this bond will shift between these two carbon atom as it is the required product over here, and it is an extra reagent, extra substituent that is attached with this carbon atom. These electron will break over bromine. Why these electron is not break over this carbon? Because bromine is always electronegative as compared to carbon, therefore it can sustain the this gained electron as compared to carbon, okay. Therefore bromide, we will create the bromide over here, and it will attach with this, or there is electrostatic force of attraction between the potassium and the bromide, because both of them were present in a system. Hope this mechanism is clear to all of you. Thank you.